I can't begin to explain why the live-action version of Beauty and the Beast was such a disappointment. I'm sure I will receive a lot of hate for my thoughts, but let's dig into why I do not like this film. Spoilers are totally on their way, for fair warning. For starters, they lift a lot of content from the animated version. While that should be received as welcoming, it isn't. When they were creating the original animated feature, a lot of time and effort went into the dynamics of matching the songs with the scenes. The biggest example I could give is Be Our Guest. The original version was spectacular and energetic. Everything in the song was moving and bouncing, keeping the overall presentation well balanced, while the live action version is still trying to use the energetic music but can't keep up with the overall pace of the song. The dishes barely move at times or just spin like it's something worthy of admiring. It more or less comes across as a glorified, look at this 3D design, how cool is it? Moment of showboating. Emma Watson is horribly dull in her songs. The second she started singing, I heard a distinct auto-tune flare behind it. It made me cringe immediately in my seat. The opening song of her in the town is recreated, and despite her singing, I kinda enjoyed the overall, like, okay, here we go. The song's starting, I recognize this, until she started singing about the book that she's reading. In the original, she's reading to the goats, and it makes sense in context that she would be discussing this with someone, so it comes up in song form. However, in the new adaptation, she's just singing it to sing it because it's in the song. She doesn't even look at the audience like maybe she's addressing us. The music just doesn't hold up to the classic, and you could argue, don't compare it, let it be its own thing, and that's fair, I won't argue that logic. Hell, some of the new songs are great. But let me compare another film that did a new version of an old series. Power Rangers. They created something entirely new while keeping plenty of familiar assets. So it can be done. They even re-envisioned a great backstory and added fresh new content with familiar characters. While Beauty and the Beast does add some new material, which I completely enjoyed, I can't compare the beginning of the new Beauty and the Beast to the original. It's done entirely different. There's no way to compare. I like that the new version fills in some plot holes. Unfortunately, it creates a plethora of brand new ones. One change I hate is the rose being integral to Belle's life. She wants her father to bring one back because he always does when he goes into town. Okay, we don't need the rose to be a foreshadowing mechanic. Let the magical rose be its own thing. Don't add extra emphasis where you don't need it. Belle's mother is now a big mystery to solve, which I honestly could care less about. I like the mystery of wondering what happened to her mother. Did she leave them? Did she die giving birth to Belle? That mystery was totally fine with me. Others would argue they wanted to know. I reject the notion of needing more backstory in that regard. We also get some hinting of a backstory as to the Beast losing his mother as well, and his dad being a jerk, which is why the Beast is the way he is. Why? Why can't he just be full of himself and learn a life lesson on his own? He's already a victim of his own ego. Do we need him to be a victim of his upbringing as well? Belle also asks the servants at one point why they don't leave, and they say they can't because they owe it to him for not being there in his youth when he needed them the most to be raised correctly or something. In all honesty, where the hell is a teacup going to survive in the outside world? They don't have much of a choice. I do enjoy how natural the dialogue feels between Belle and Beast when they're arguing and getting closer together. It feels natural, and I like how they bicker and bounce off each other. I don't know, I kinda like that. But anytime they try to recreate the classic conversation, it feels as awkward as watching an elementary school performance. The difference being, the kids are doing their best, and you're just enjoying to see them try their hardest, and as the audience, you love it. While this is just bad on a grander scale. One particular conversation that had me throwing my hands up in the air was when the Beast is inviting her down to dinner for the first time.
Now you want to have dinner with me? Are you insane?
Told you to join me for dinner!
And I told you no!
You never said no! How can you respond with, but you said, and I can't, dude, come on! Also, there's the biggest plot hole in existence introduced. So we know about the magic rose, the magic mirror, right? Well, now we get a magical book. What does this book do? It takes you anywhere you want to go. Literally just fucking teleports you to your destination. We get introduced to this when we discover what really happened to Belle's mother. Again, I don't care for this, and it didn't add anything to the story. Except, oh look, Belle had a rose toy as an infant. On top of this new book, they don't explain how they get back when they teleport to where they want to go. They don't even have the book anymore, and Beast is just like, oh, you ready to go back? And boom! Scene change, they're just back home. Why does this bother me so much? Because the climax of the film, when Belle needs to go save her father, she doesn't need to go racing off. She could just go to the damn book and teleport to him. Boom, you're there, hello! Hey, you know what? Let the Beast keep the mirror and have him check up on you. Make sure you're okay, so when the town turns on you, Beast uses the book as well and slaughters everyone. Boom! Happy ending! Ugh, I hate this movie so much, which sucks. I was really excited for this one. It tries so hard to recreate the magic, but fails in damn near every way. I know the world loves this film, but just remember, the world loved Twilight at one point. Go see Kong Skull Island. A big-ass gorilla was more enjoyable than this fucking fail of a flop. Failing flop, fail, fail, flop. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Very special thank you to my top 3 Patreons, Kyle Mounts, Mikey Soda, and Maximum Casey. You guys are the driving force of the show, and I fucking love you guys. Thank you. Wow, 1,000 subs. Man, I just can't. When did we hit that? Did anybody know when we hit that? Because that's freaking awesome. So, thank you guys so much for all the support. Let me know in the comments below if you love this movie, and if you did, let me know why. I want to know why people liked it, and then, any other reasons why you maybe didn't like the movie. I want to hear it all in the comments below, and thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a good one. Cheers!